Hey everybody, welcome to Stuff I Never Knew. This is your weekly trivia game show recorded live on YouTube. Each week, 8 players from around the world battle it out head-to-head over 3 rounds until one winner remains. Each week, I start with one question, and every other question following that question will build off the previous question or answer. I could start with guacamole and end with Gene Simmons more than 60 questions later. So join in, follow along, and let's see how far down the rabbit hole this quiz journey will take us. Even if you don't know all the answers, you'll still learn some stuff you never knew you didn't know. You can find us. Our home base is stuffineverknew.com. So without any further ado, let's get to it and meet our first 2 players. Returning 2-week champion Greg, about to battle Matt. Greg versus Matt. Welcome back to the show.
Hi, good to be back.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
How's it going, guys? Two new fan favorites battling it head-to-head. You battled last week in the final. We have Greg, who has won the last 2 weeks, versus Matt, who is hungry for the first win.
I won the week before that.
That's right. So you're trying to tie it up.
I think he's hungry to beat me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think that's where I was going with that one. Blood. I'll probably edit that part out. So blood. So here we go.
I feel like that's an important component.
He's out for blood. It's like a Van Damme movie or Steven
Seagal.
Seagal.
Or Bunnicula, the one rabbit.
Yeah. Greg is vegetables, and I'm going to
drain them.
Bunnicula does to them.
He drains all the juice from the vegetable. I think he leaves them cold, dead, and gray.
That's what will happen.
Like my heart. So here we go. We're in round 1, heat 1. We have Greg versus Matt. Matt did pick the highest number. He has the home advantage. He's in the first seat tonight. He's going to play Greg, who's in the 8th seat. So the first question goes to Greg.
Okay.
Greg.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Can you remind everyone of the rules? Because we have some new players here tonight. And second, can you tell us who's going in what order?
Sure, I can absolutely do that. We do have 2 new players tonight. We're going to meet in a future round. We do 3 rounds of trivia. One time during each round, you can turn any question into a multiple choice question. And if your opponent doesn't know their answer, you can steal and take the point. The only exception is you can't steal if it's a multiple choice question or true and false. How'd I do, co-host?
What's the order?
Oh, so the order is going to be Matt versus Greg in round 1, heat 1, Jeremy versus Amanda, Colt versus Adam. I have Jeremy. We have 2 Jeremys? Oh, no. One's...
Jeremy Nelson's not here this week.
No, hold on.
I mean, you could slot me into one of those. That's okay.
7 and 3. Hold on. 7 is Shelly. And then, a mother-daughter battle. We have Shelly versus Grammy Emmy on the same phone. I have you in 7th. Yeah, you'll be in heat 4. Are you ready?
Sure.
Sure.
I can edit silence. Here we go. Here I'm going to start back at heat 1, round 1. All right, here we are. We're back at round 1, heat 1. Here we are. We're back in round 1, heat 1. We have Matt versus Greg. The first question goes to you, Greg. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Sierra, Tacoma, and Ranger are all types of what?
Those are trucks.
Those are trucks, correct. Greg with the first point. And to Matt, grip tape, bearings, trucks, and a deck are all key equipment components of which extreme sport?
Well, I mean, the one where you do it on your fingers is pretty extreme, too, with the tiny half pipe. But I think you want, like, big, regular skateboarding.
Yes, either one would have grip tape, bearings, and trucks, and a deck. And you said skateboarding?
Yep.
I hope I just didn't give you the answer. That is correct. I missed it. All right, we are tied 1-1. Back to Greg. excluding jokers, how many cards are in a deck of cards? Deck being the word we're building off of from skateboard.
Yeah, so there's 2 through ace and 13 in a suit, so 52 total.
52, correct. Building off of joker to Matt, I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker is a song by which music group in 1973?
That is the Steve Miller Band.
Correct, we're tied up. Building off of Miller, Greg, Miller High Life is the champagne of beers. What is Budweiser known as?
I think it's the king of beers.
The king of beers, correct. And final question to Matt to force a tiebreaker. Matt, Elvis Presley was known as the King and rocked the jumpsuit. But what clothing of his were you not to step on?
His blue suede shoes.
Blue suede shoes, correct. We're going to go to a tiebreaker.
Okay.
And I don't have paper tonight. I have to actually
Surprising.
Here we go. We're gonna do a math question for our tiebreaker tonight. Are you ready?
No.
Greg will answer first. Matt will give the follow-up answer. So here we go. I want you to add the number of retail stores in the Mall of America to the number of calories in a Big Mac. You can't get much more American than this question. So the number of stores at the Mall of America plus the number of calories in a Big Mac. And this question goes to Greg. You can't be over, just whoever's closest.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, this is normally a situation where I'd like to work it out loud, but I don't want.
I'm sure Matt would appreciate that.
Whatever you say, I'm just going to go one more or less anyways.
I will say, let's go 1,000 even.
1,000 even, and Matt?
So I think, ooh.
So Matt, you can talk it out, no problem.
Yeah, this is, I'm guessing there's about 650, maybe 700 calories in a Big Mac. Actually, maybe less, maybe around 500. And there's probably around 300 to 500 stores in the Mall of America. So I'm going to go with $9.99 then.
$9.99. All right, let's see who's the closest. Like, Greg looks like he's sweating a little bit on this.
I've got no idea which way this is going.
So, Mall of America, well, we'll start with the Big Mac, has 563 calories. So,
Just need to be less than 500.
Matt is right on with that one. The Mall of America has 520 stores. A total of 1,083. That'll push Greg on to round 2.
All right, good game.
Great job, guys. All right, I'm going to mute you two guys. We're going to bring back Jeremy and Amanda, 2 first-time players.
I'm having to switch out my stuff here.
All right. Amanda, you can unmute yourself.
All right.
All right, welcome back. Let's see. Let me get back to your round of questions here.
There we go. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Awesome.
All right, so here we go. Welcome back. This is round 1, heat 2. We have Amanda versus Jeremy. Both first-time players. Amanda, where are you calling from tonight?
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. Welcome to the show, first-time caller. Have you ever heard the podcast before?
I've not heard the podcast, but I follow you guys a bit on Facebook, so I've heard of the show.
Oh, great. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Good luck. And then Jeremy, how's it going tonight?
Oh, it's going good. Had a few technical problems, but we're doing it live from Neverland.
Calling from Neverland. We have one gentleman who's a puppet. His name is Mr. Pops. He calls from parts unknown. Maybe you guys are neighbors.
Maybe. I host the Neverland podcast, so everything I do, I live in Neverland. It is the state of mind.
Nice. Tell me a little bit about the Neverland podcast.
Well, we've become a bit more Disney-focused over the past couple of years. We talk a lot of Disney, a little bit about the parks, mainly about the movies, Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, and occasionally branching off into things like, I don't know, Batman versus Superman opening this weekend. So A lot of audio from different comic conventions and all kinds of fun stuff.
If you want to give a spoiler alert, who wins the trial between Batman versus Superman?
They team up and fight Doomsday. That's what my prediction. I haven't seen it yet, so.
I've been trying to make the joke all week that it's a jury, it's a hung jury, the Batman versus Superman, and it hasn't made anybody laugh. All right.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
like it's a trial, like Batman versus Superman. They're on trial.
Yeah.
The spoiler alert is it's a hung jury. Let's see, it almost is not funny. So here we go. We have Jeremy in the 3rd seat. Amanda is in the 6th position. So Jeremy, you have the lower number. You're the home advantage in case of a tiebreaker. This means the first question goes to Amanda, and we're going to build off suede from Blue Suede Shoes. Okay. All right, Amanda. Suede is a type of leather with a napped finish. Which musician's red and black leather jacket sold at an auction for $1.8 million?
Ooh. There are so many people that I could think of that would wear suede, so I'm going to use my one option for a multiple choice on this one.
Multiple choice. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to put together 4 choices for you. All right, are you ready, Amanda? I'm going to repeat the question, and I'm going to give you 4 options. Suede is a type of leather with a napped finish. Which musician's red and black leather jacket sold at auction for $1.8 million? Was it Michael Jackson, Huey Lewis, Michael J. Fox, or Boss Hogg?
I just realized a critical mistake I made is that I was picturing suede when you clearly said leather in the question. I was still in suede mode. It's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, correct. Amanda with the first point of the round. Jeremy, your question, building off of Thriller, which is the Michael Jackson Thriller jacket, was the actual jacket. So the Thriller from Manila was the 3rd and final boxing match between 2 boxing legends in 1975. Name one of the 2 boxers from the Thriller from Manila.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali versus, do you know the other one?
Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier, very nice.
Down goes Frazier. You know, we all know that, right?
All right, so we're going to build off of Frazier for Amanda. Dr. Frazier Crane was a character who spanned multiple television shows, including Cheers, Frasier, Wings, The John Larroquette Show, and even a Dr. Pepper commercial. Who played Dr. Frazier Crane?
Ah, Kelsey Grammer.
Kelsey Grammer, correct. Back to Jeremy. That's true. You had a little advantage on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Back to Jeremy. Jeremy, we all rely on autocorrect to check our spelling and grammar mistakes, building off of grammar from Kelsey Grammer. Early versions of spell checks created the Cupertino effect. What is the Cupertino effect?
Spelling the completely wrong word automatically?
Correct. It's an inappropriate or a suggestion made by the autocorrect. So the story is when the computer replaces cooperation with Cupertino, so it would recognize words like that and replace it. So correct. We are tied.
Lucky guess.
We are tied 2-2. We're building off of Cupertino. Cupertino, California, is the 11th wealthiest city in the United States, with a population over 50,000. Which consumer electronics, computer software, and online service company was founded in 1976 and calls this town home?
Apple.
Apple, correct. Amanda sweeping the round. You have 3 points. Jeremy, your final question. Steve Jobs was one of 3 founders at Apple. Name one of the other 2 founders.
Multiple choice?
All right, give me a second. All right. Here we go. I'm going to repeat the question for you, Jeremy, and give you your 3 choices. Steve Jobs was one of 3 founders at Apple. Name one of the other 2 founders. Was it Paul Wozniak, Harrison Ford, Cheech Marin, or Bill Gates?
I have to go with the Wozniak guy. Because I know it wasn't the other ones.
Correct. It was Wozniak. We are tied 3-3. Another sweep, first round sweep. Both of you doing very well. We're going to go to our second tiebreaker question to the night. It'll go to Amanda first, and Jeremy will pick the second answer. And whoever's the closest, you can go over or not. Whoever goes the closest will move on to the second round and battle Greg. Let's see. Here we go. We'll go. Monaco is an independent microstate on France's Mediterranean coastline known for its glitzy casinos. As of 2013, what is the population of Monaco?
Oh. Okay. I know it's very small, but I am not sure how small.
I hear typing. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, I hear background noise. I'm trying to stay in the zone though.
Is this like a small island or?
It is. I believe it's attached to. It just has a little bit of coastline, and it's attached to. Attached to France, I believe. And Greg is probably better at geography than I am. After he confirmed about Greenland, or no, Adam was mad about Greenland last week. All right, Amanda, need an answer.
I'm gonna say 1275.
1275. And Jeremy, your answer.
Is this the highest without going over?
No, it's whoever's the closest.
Oh, whoever closest. Okay, I was gonna try to do the Price is Right thing.
I'm sorry, Amanda. You said 1275.
Yeah.
Okay.
So meaning like 1,275 people?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, if this is a popular spot, I'm going to have to go at least 3,000.
3,000. Mm-hmm. All right. The correct answer does start with a 3. It's 37,831 is the population.
Wow.
So
I was thinking small island, so.
That'll push Jeremy to the second round of Battle Greg.
Man, wow.
Good job. Great job. You both swept the round and made to the tiebreaker.
Woo!
All right.
And with some very lucky guessing.
All right, stick around, Jeremy. We're going to call you back. We're going to bring back Colt versus Adam.
Hello.
Great job. Great job, Amanda. Nice meeting you. Stick around.
Oh, thank you. What?
I said great job. Stick around. If we have tiebreaker questions, we answer those at the end of the show.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Sure.
I might not be able to stick around for too much longer, but thank you.
Sure. Thank you.
You hear, Adam?
All right,
I'm
we
here.
got Adam versus Colt. Adam versus Colt. Welcome back, guys. Colt and Adam both have been on. I was recalculating. I think we're in the 7 to 8 episodes, you two guys.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Adam lives in Pittsburgh, but from Detroit. How's it going tonight? He's drinking some IPA.
I'd like to thank my sponsor, Southern Tier.
Southern Tier. Hey, Cole, I think you're from Texas, aren't you?
Iowa.
Iowa. It's north of Texas.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it was nice out, then it got really cold. Like, we were getting, like, snow that was melting on the ground.
It was 72 here today. It was great.
Well, good for you.
Pittsburgh rule. All right, so here we go. Welcome back. We're in round 1, heat 3. We have Colt versus Adam. Colt is in the 5th position. Adam is in the 4th. So Adam will have the home advantage. Colt, the first question is to you, building off of Steve Jobs. We know that Steve Jobs was one of 3 founders at Apple. As of 2015, Indeed, Monster.com, and Glassdoor were the most popular job-related websites. Which one came first, Indeed, Monster, or Glassdoor?
Indeed.
Indeed is incorrect. I can't let you steal Adam because it's a multiple choice, but it is Monster. Monster.com was the first one. But don't worry, Adam, you have a multiple choice question that Colt can't steal coming up. Adam, your question. Which of these movies with Monster in the title was released first? Monsters, Inc., Little Monsters, or Monsters vs. Aliens?
Let's go Little Monsters.
Little Monsters.
Oh, come on.
Monsters vs. Alien was 2009. Monsters, Inc. was 2001. Little Monsters, 1989.
1985.
89.
That was close.
Back to Colt, building off of Little. Little Rascals is a 1994 film about the He-Man woman-hating club's attempt to disrupt Alfalfa from wooing which lady friend?
I'm going to make it a multiple choice.
All right.
I know I'll recognize it as soon as I hear it.
All right, here we go. Colt, I'll repeat the question with your 4 options. Colt, Little Rascals is a 1994 movie about the He-Man woman-hating club's attempt to disrupt Alfalfa from wooing which lady friend? Is it Dorothy, Martha, Darla, Sarah?
Martha?
Martha. Incorrect. It is Darla. Dear Darla, I hate your stinking guts. You are the scum between my toes. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, still wide open. With steals, it's still anyone's game. This goes to Adam. Here we go. Adam. Darla is the red-headed, brace-faced child who was to receive Nemo as a gift from her uncle's dentist office. What type of fish is Nemo?
Oh, God. For the amount of times that my little brother made me watch this movie, I need multiple choice. Same thing. Once I hear it, I'll be good.
All right.
Sorry, Colt.
Well, Colt said once he heard it, he'd be good too. Let's see.
It's like right there. I'm gonna feel like such a moron.
Colt's bouncing out of his seat. That he's upset that he can't steal.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. I'm going to repeat the question with your 4 choices. Adam, Darla is the redheaded...
Just realized what it is.
Oh, good. Let me repeat the question.
No.
You can't steal anyway, Colt. Darla is the redheaded... Darla is the redheaded, brace-faced child who was to receive Nemo as a gift from her uncle's dentist office. What type of fish is Nemo? Do you want the multiple choice, or do you just want to answer?
Give me the multiple choice. I used it.
I spent it. I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Was Nemo a common carp, a guppy, a clownfish, or a goldfish?
Clownfish.
A clownfish, correct. Colt, your final question. In 1946, clowns registered their faces by painting them on eggs. Which character on the TV show Seinfeld is afraid of clowns? The jump on this question.
Since it's the only one that's coming to my head, Kramer.
Kramer is correct. So
I
here we
got
go.
one.
One question left goes to Adam. Adam, if you get it, you're going to move on to the second round. If you miss it, Colt will have a chance to steal and force a tiebreaker. Here we go. Adam, building off of Kramer, Cosmo Kramer is the wacky neighbor and friend of Jerry Seinfeld. Kramer's character is based on the real-life Kenny Kramer and a neighbor of co-creator Larry David. Which actor played Cosmo Kramer?
Oh, God. I honestly have not a single clue.
I have a chance.
I know. We got to put the 3 seconds.
I have no idea.
All right, 3, 2.
Jason Alexander, because he's the only other actor in Seinfeld. I know.
That's a good guess. It is incorrect. Colt for the steal. Colt, your chance to tie it up.
Yeah. I'm ready. No.
Like, give me an answer.
No.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
No, I remember the question. I don't remember either.
I'm gonna got to do the 3 seconds too. To be fair, who played Cosmo Kramer? 3, 2.
I can't figure out if it's somebody obvious or not.
And time is
got
up. Time is up. Time up. You did have a chance, Colt. It was close. I'll give you his initials are MR.
Is it Michael something?
Michael is correct. Michael something. Michael Richards. Michael Richards. But it was enough, Adam. As a squeaker.
Squeaker and deducer.
And a deuce, because you did have 2 points. A squeaker and a deucer. Adam, moving on to the second round.
Good
You'll
game.
battle Billy versus Emmy. All right. Good seeing you again, Colt. Stick around. We have those tiebreaker questions at the end. We're going to unmute Shelly versus Emmy in round 1, heat 4.
Girls, go to sleep. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Can you see me?
Yeah, it's a little dark. I see your blinds. Tammy's blinds.
Because I don't see my face.
You're really pixelated.
Okay. Well, we can go.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So, Shelly, you are in the seat 7, and Emmy is in
here.
Mother. Mother is in seat number 2.
You can't
Here.
It's mother versus daughter. It's a family reunion. Here we go.
Can you hear it?
Okay.
Can you hear me, Mother?
Yes, I can now.
All right. Shelly, you'll get the first question. You guys are calling in from Daytona tonight, I believe.
Yes.
Sun and fun.
Yep.
So here we go. Shelly, the first question goes to you. We're going to build off of Larry David. His full
I
name
love
was
Larry David.
his
I don't
full
even know who
name
he
was
is.
Lawrence Gene David, known as Larry David, is an actor, comedian, writer, actor, or I'm sorry, he's an American comedian, writer, actor, and television producer. What was the name of the HBO show that ran from 2000 to 2011 that
Love that
featured
show.
Larry David?
It's called Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Correct. Shelley on the board. All right. Two. I feel weird calling you Grammy. I mean, it's mother. to my
It's okay.
mother.
Or Emily.
I never call my mother Emily. She's mother. Mother. What we
So that's
paint.
on.
We paint curbs different colors to represent different functions. What does a blue curb represent?
I'm gonna say handicapped.
Handicap is correct. We are tied 1-1.
I lucked out. Okay.
Building off of blue, Shelley, blue cheese is a general classification of cheeses that have had cultures of mold added to them to give it that spotted or veined look. What is the mold that is added to blue cheese?
I don't know if it's a mold, but I think it has something to do with penicillin. That's my answer.
Penicillin is correct.
Woo!
All right. Building off penicillin to mother, penicillin antibiotics were among the first medications to be effective against many bacterial infections caused by staphylococci and streptococci. Which 1928 Scottish scientist discovered penicillin?
Why is my mind going blank now? I should know this. How about multiple choice?
Multiple choice. Let me see. You're gonna make me come up with four scientists? Oh my goodness! From the early. Let's see.
I'll recognize it if I hear it.
All right. Let's see.
Really writing hard there.
Hey, I've got to get. You know, hard as a. I mean, it's a first round multiple choice question about scientists. You know.
Yeah, I don't know it either.
And all right. Here we go. Mother, I will read the question back to you with your four choices. Penicillin antibiotics were among the first medications to be effective against many bacterial infections caused by staphylococci and streptococci. Which 1928 Scottish scientist discovered penicillin? Was it Carl Sagan, Alexander Fleming, Dr. Quinn, Doogie Howser?
What was the first two?
Alexander Fleming, Carl Sagan.
I seriously don't know. And the third one?
Dr. Quinn.
I have no idea. I'm going to say Dr. Quinn.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, was a TV show in the late 80s, early 90s. I'm not sure what the exact.
Okay.
It was Alexander Fleming. Alexander Fleming. Here we go. Here we go. Shelley, your final question of the round. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day is a 2014 American comedy starring which actor who also plays Michael Scott on The Office?
I think Michael Scott is the boss of The Office. He's really funny, and I think his name is something like something Corral. but I don't know what the first name is. So. Oh, Steve.
Steve
Carell.
Steve Carell is correct. Shelley with the sweep. Your last question.
I can't win. That's right.
Your last question. Which company who opened their first buffet-style restaurant in Fayetteville, North Carolina in 1973 now boasts over 500 locations across the United States? Since you can't win the
I'm good. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, remember, every question builds
guess.
off of the previous question
Okay.
in some way, shape, or form.
I said Steve Carell.
The Ponderosa.
It is the Golden Corral. The Golden Corral.
Oh, well, good luck, Shell.
Thanks.
Good job, Mother. Enjoy your vacation.
All right. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to mute you too.
I'll be back.
Oh, I muted you too early, Shell, but hang around. We're going to call back Greg versus Jeremy in round 2, heat 1, if you want to unmute yourself. This time we're going to move to 5 questions each.
Okay.
We're going to increase in difficulty, so we'll have a little more difficult questions. Jeremy, you're still muted there. Jeremy is swearing. I can't read his lips. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's still muted. And Greg?
Am I muted on your end?
I can't unmute.
There we go. Is that working now?
Oh, I probably just muted you again.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm connected by computer and by phone. I've been trying to fix it and contact Google Fiber, and yeah, that's what the typing was. I was doing a ping test. So I was like, that will ask me questions.
Let's see. This connection isn't as good as the other one.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the phone unmuted instead of the computer.
You should just have to tap the screen, I think, is the way to do it.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure which one it was. Oh, I got it. Okay, let me mute the other one back out again.
Here, I'll mute. Go ahead. I muted your phone one, and I see your video screen. Uh-oh, I see chaos. Uh-oh, he's swearing. He's yelling at me again. I don't know why, but he's yelling at me. Oh, I heard something. Oh, that's the cat. I was like, oh, I think he's back.
Just the cat. And goodbye, cat.
Goodbye, cat. All night long, just cats.
Yep. I mean, if I can sign up for that, I'm in.
Oh, just cats 24/7?
Yeah.
What did I just saw somebody had a business about cats. And I don't know. I'm trying to think what it was.
I'm trying to use the phone mic, so unmute the phone. Because I think that's the one that's got the better quality one, isn't it?
Whatever one you're talking on is not the better quality one.
Okay, well, this is the computer one here. So unmute the phone. That's
Which
what I
one?
was trying to say.
The one I see has a picture of you in a flannel, I think.
Yeah, both of them, I think, are using the same account with that. Okay, I'm going to mute the computer.
You're still muted on that one. If that's your phone, if you could tap the screen. Dun dun dun. No audio yet. Whatever you had working before was doing great.
There, can you hear me now?
There we go. Now we're
okay.
in business.
It actually finally popped the icons back up on my phone because yeah, my phone seems to be working better than the computer, despite my attempts to fix it.
It does sound good. So okay. Here we are back in round 2, heat 1. Greg is in the 8th seat. Jeremy is in the 3rd seat. So Jeremy has the home advantage. Greg, the first question will go to you. We're going to go to 4 of my favorite which came first questions. These can't be stolen, but they're a lot of fun. Building off of Golden Corral, Greg, Whoopi Goldberg was born. Oh, who was okay? Which came first here? Ready? Whoopi Goldberg was born, or the first episode of the Beverly Hillbillies. Which one came first, the birth of Whoopi Goldberg or the first episode of the Beverly Hillbillies?
I feel like Whoopi Goldberg's got to be about 60, and I don't think the Beverly Hillbillies was back in the 50s. So I'll say Whoopi Goldberg being born.
I wrote down Whoopi was made in 1955, and the Beverly Hillbillies were 1962. Whoopi came first. That
Okay.
sounded weird. Whoopi.
Yeah.
Hey-oh. Whoopi Goldberg was first. All right, Jeremy, your question. Your which came first? Which came first? The first episode of Beverly Hills 90210 or the tragic end to the band Nirvana?
90210, I think, started first.
So 90210 ran from 1990 to 2000,
Mhm.
and Kurt Cobain was 1994. So
Mhm.
Beverly Hills was correct.
Yay!
All right, building off of Kurt Cobain for you, Jeremy, which came first?
Is that him or me?
Yeah.
I'm
should
sorry,
be him,
Greg.
shouldn't it?
I'm sorry, Greg. My fault. I'm looking in three. Usually, I'm looking at one place with the questions and the. I'm looking at three different places tonight. So I do apologize, Greg. Greg, which came first? Kurt Cobain was born, or the Ford Edsel?
Okay. Well, he's part of that 27 curse. So 1994, it would be, that's 67 for Cobain. I think the Edsel was the 50s again, so I'll say the Edsel.
The Edsel was 1958. Kurt Cobain was born in 1967. Way to piece that together. Very nice.
Wow.
Well, there's that big curse, him, Amy Winehouse, everybody dies at 27.
Wasn't Joplin, Hendrix? Everybody's out. That's how I knew if I was going to be famous or not. When I turned 28, I was like, it's over for me. I'm never going to be anything. So here we go, Jeremy. Your final question, building off of. I'm not sure, but we're. There's a connection here. We'll have to figure it out. And I don't know. OPEC states declared an oil embargo for the U.S. or the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Jeremy, which came first? Was it the OPEC states declared an oil embargo for the U.S. or the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence?
So I know that the 200th anniversary would have been like 1977 or 76. I mean, the OPEC thing. I'm not sure when that happened. So I'm going to guess that this is the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence was 1976.
Mm-hmm.
And the oil embargo was 1973.
Oh!
Oil came first.
Well, now I've learned something.
Stuff you never knew.
Stuff I didn't know.
That's how I get all my sound bites. Here we go. And back to Greg. Greg, you're up 2-1 right now. Still anybody's game. There's still 10 questions left in the round. OPEC. Building off of OPEC, what does OPEC stand for?
It's the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries.
Countries, exactly correct. Point for Greg. Back
Wow.
to Jeremy. Building off of.
I feel like I'm taking on an encyclopedia over there.
Yeah, I kind of keep remembering to. We are building We'll find out. The USO serves the needs of U.S. service members around the world. What is the USO? What does it stand for?
I mean, like the letters?
Yes.
I'm going to take a guess, and I'm probably wrong. It's United States Overseas.
Incorrect, Greg, for the steal.
I know it's United. Okay, cat. Goodbye, cat.
Attack of the Cats.
I know it's United Service, but I don't know if it's overseas or I'll say organization.
Let's see. Hold on. I just want to clarify because I just want to make sure I don't have a typo. Which I did, so good thing I confirmed. What's your, Greg, give me your final answer again?
United Service Organization.
Correct. That is correct. I had United States Organization. I was like, wait, that's not right. That's not right. So it is United Service Organization. Correct, Greg, with the steal. And then this question goes to Greg. Building off of world. Around the world, what is the most abundant gas in the world's atmosphere?
Yeah, this one's just nitrogen.
Nitrogen is correct. Jeremy, what happens to liquid nitrogen when it reaches room temperature?
Let's see. I know this. I want to say it's going to become a gas, but I don't think that's it. I think there's something more to it. I'm going to stick with that. Let's just say it becomes a gas at room temperature, but I'm probably wrong.
Incorrect, Greg, with the steal.
That's what I thought happened too. Honestly, I got no idea.
The correct answer, at room temperature, it boils.
Well, that's becoming a gas.
Is that do we accept that as a gas?
Isn't that what boiling is?
Exactly, that is what boiling is.
Let's see. Let me get exact. It is. That's why. But it's a state of a liquid. It's not like water boils at 212.
At which point it's no longer a liquid.
But it's still a liquid at that point. It's a boiling liquid.
It's becoming a gas. That's what all the bubbles is, and is this that vapor coming out?
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to award the point, and the audience at home can either yell at me for accepting it, or I should have turned it away. Adam gives the thumbs up. We'll say boiling becomes a gas, which it's technical.
Which seems like a reasonable thing to say.
It's still a liquid at room temperature, but it's boiling. Like water still exists at 212 degrees. It's just boiling.
Is the boiling point for liquid nitrogen really at exactly room temperature?
I don't know what it is. Let's move on.
Okay.
I just knew it had to be a gas at about that point. So.
I didn't say this was all this stuff I knew before I did this show. I'm learning as I go, right? And I'm sharing this knowledge with you. So.
Yes, I noticed you asked all the Disney questions before the Disney podcaster comes on.
Well, let's see. Maybe there is one. All right. The last question goes to Jeremy. You could have a run on this. All right. Dun, dun, dun. I think we got off a question somewhere.
Yeah, because he just was going to steal, but he didn't need to because I got the question right now, so it should be Greg's.
Correct. I went down 2 questions. So building off of boil, a very scientific term for a liquid becoming a gas that we're all familiar with. Let's see. Solid carbon dioxide, does not melt into a liquid and boil at room temperature. Another room temperature question. Instead, it turns directly into a gas. What is it called when a substance transitions directly from a solid to a gas?
That's called sublimation.
Sublimation, correct.
Good job, Greg. Wow.
Building off of sub, We have subluxation, is a term commonly used in the medical community. What is a subluxation?
Well, I'm going to have to guess on this one. Let's see. Let's say it's something to do with, I don't know, suturing something.
Incorrect. Greg with the steal.
I'll say like a fracture.
It's a slight misalignment of the vertebrae, common in the chiropractic practice.
Well, okay then.
And
Well,
the
there you
theory
go.
is the cause of many health problems. But through it all, that was the end of round 2, heat 1. And through it all, Greg is going to move on to the final. Great job, guys. Great job, Jeremy. Nice to meet you. Once again, what's your podcast called?
The Neverland Podcast. We're on iTunes, Stitcher. I even have a YouTube channel where I have some toy box reviews for Disney Infinity 3.0 that I've been doing, which is completely separate from the audio show, which comes out every Sunday afternoon at neverlandpodcast.com.
Awesome. Great. Thanks for meeting you. Or great meeting you. Thanks for playing.
Thanks for meeting you, too.
Thanks for meeting. I'm going to catch that podcast this week. I'm definitely going to check it out on Sundays.
Awesome. Yep, right in time to download it Monday morning to go to work for the week. Add a little pixie dust to your life.
All right. Awesome. I'm going to mute you. I think we lost Shelly. And we have Adam coming back. Adam, I think every time you're always missing a player, aren't you? Didn't we lose a player last time?
I don't remember.
There was one time, let's see.
Well, there was the one day when my phone died, and I had to reconnect.
Oh. Let's see. I saw my sister text me if she could go first in the second round. I did not see that until just now. It's hard to check your text messages when you're hosting a show. So we'll be the winner of Greg. We'll play the winner of Adam versus Shelly. Could be a bloodbath. That's the second blood reference in one day.
Yep.
So if we could bring back Shelly anytime, that would be great. Welcome. We got 5 viewers watching live on YouTube. This is where we go. Oh, I just lost one. Last time I thank a viewer for 3. I just lost. I'm gonna stop acknowledging the viewers. Oh, we're back to 4. All right. So here we are. We're 3 viewers. Now someone's just messing with me. Unless we're the 3 viewers.
I'm not.
You're not viewing?
No, I know that we do have at least one viewer that's not like also playing.
Okay. Let me see if I can.
I'm ready for bed.
I know we lost. Well, we got to bring back. We've never lost a contestant in 18 shows.
My brother.
I don't want.
Hello.
Hey, sister's back.
Yes. Thank you.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Sorry, I said I didn't see your text message till just now.
Yeah, sorry. I told you the internet here, they had to get a service guy out. It's been goofy. How's this for a view? Can you see anything?
I can see a deck.
Oh, it's the ocean.
I can't hear it.
Okay.
I'm
Let's
listening.
get it on.
If I put my ear to the microphone, can I hear the ocean?
Maybe.
All right. Yeah, this week, typically we do, every week I have a Tribe Called Quest question, and then this week, unfortunately, Fife Dog passed away. He's been on the show in question form. So here we go. Greg, I'm gonna mute you real quick.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna bring back, here we have Adam versus Shelly, round 2, heat 2. The first question will go to Shelly. Shelly's in the 7th position. Adam in the 4th. So we'll start with Shelly. Are you ready?
Yes.
Shelly, which came first? The date Marty McFly went back in time to 1985, or 80s rapper Chuck D was born?
Chuck D.
Let's see. Marty McFly went back in time to November 5th, 1955.
Oh, crap.
And Chuck D was born August 1st, 1960. Oh, it was Marty
Ooh.
McFly. Adam, your question. Your which came first, building off of Chuck. The last air date of the television show Chuck or Hurricane Katrina? Which came first? Did this TV show Chuck end or Hurricane Katrina?
Let's go Chuck ended.
Chuck ended in 2012.
Crap.
Katrina was in 2005. We're still scoreless to Shelley. Building off a hurricane, everyone's favorite hurricane. Hurricane Peter McNeely fights Mike Tyson in the He's Back match, or the Euro currency is introduced. Which came first? Hurricane Peter McNeely versus Mike Tyson, or Euro currency? The Euro currency.
Tyson.
The Tyson fight was in 1995, and Euros were introduced in 1999. Tyson is correct. Shelley with the first point.
Nice.
Adam, building off of Europe, which came first? Europe releases the song The Final Countdown, or Freddie Mercury dies in Europe. Like I bookend Europe on that one, on that question. You get Europe bookends. Which came first? The Final Countdown,
I'm
or...
gonna say Freddie Mercury died.
So Freddie Mercury dies in 1991.
Oh my god.
The Final Countdown, 1986. Back to Shelley, your question.
I should be slapped.
Like, whoosh. Shelley, when Mercury vehicles were phased out of production in 2011, name any Mercury model that was still for sale in that model year. So you have to name a Mercury vehicle that was for sale in 2011. I just saw lightning behind you.
Yeah, thunderstorms coming. I know there was some type of SUV that Mercury made, but I can't think of what the model was called. Like a Sabre or something. That's my answer, Sabre.
The Mercury Sabre is incorrect. Adam with a steal.
Is it the Mercury Sable?
The Sable, is that your answer? The Sable was in production up till 2009. Was not in production in 2011. You had the Milan, the Grand Marquis, or the Mariner. The Mariner. Adam, your question. Milan, building off of Milan. Milan is the second most populous city in this country. What country is Milan in?
Switzerland.
Incorrect. Shelley for the steal.
It's Italy.
Italy, correct.
Seriously, oh my god.
Here you go, Shelley. Shelley is the champion of episode 1, the food show. This is good. This could favor you, Shelley. Gelato is Italian for ice cream. Grazie is Italian for thank you. What does prego mean?
Prego means you're welcome.
You're welcome. Correct. Adam, Prego, building off of Prego. Prego is an international pasta sauce introduced in 1981 by the Campbell Soup Company. Which artist designed the Campbell's soup can label?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Let's see. Give me a second. All right, here we go. I'm going to repeat the question back to you and give you your 4 choices. Prego is an international pasta sauce introduced in 1981 by the Campbell Soup Company. Which artist designed the Campbell Soup label? Was it David Reed, Bob Ross, Andy Warhol, Steve Martin?
Andy Warhol.
Andy Warhol is correct. Adam on the board.
God.
Back to Shelley. Shelley, your final question. A soda can has a top that consists of a tab called a stay tab. This tab is what opens your can of soda. What is the name of the tab used on old school cans that was completely removed and thrown away in the 1960s and the 70s? It's also a major choking hazard.
A twist off cap.
Incorrect. Adam for the steal.
Not a clue.
Any guesses? 3, 2,
Nope.
1. It's called a pull tab. See, pull tab.
That's what I play at bingo.
Pull tabs. I should. What's the name of the tab that's also known as a bingo game?
Yeah, the rip-offs.
All right, Adam. Your final question. A pull-up is typically done on a bar with your palms facing forward. Another type of exercise is called a burpee. What is a burpee?
No idea.
And Shell?
Well, they're very popular right now, and people love to videotape themselves doing these and put them on Facebook all day long. I don't know exactly what they are, but I think you do like a jumping jack, and then you fly to the ground and do a push-up, and then you jump back up.
I will accept that answer. It's a squat to push up, a squat to push up to jump from the squat position. Correct, Shell. That'll give you the 4th and final point and push you on to the final round to battle Greg. Good job, guys. Good job, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
nice
you off?
Game, Adam.
You off work tomorrow?
You too.
You off work tomorrow?
I am not.
I'm doing Deer Lakes at 7:30.
I'll be there Saturday.
All right, man. Stick around. Unless you got hockey, I understand.
Nah, it's over.
I'm going to mute you. All right. Here we are in the final round. We have 2 champions battling it out. We have Greg, who's on a streak. He's won 2 in a row. Versus Shelley, who was the winner of episode 1, The Food Show. We are in the final round. Greg was seated 8th, and Shelley was seated 7th. You don't see this every day. The battle of the 8th and 7th seats in the final round. It was an upsets all the way. And the first question goes to Greg. Greg, in jump roping, we're building off of the jump from a burpee. In jump roping, what is it called when the rope makes 2 revolutions while you are in the air?
That's not what double dutch is, because that's 2 ropes. So I'll just say a double jump.
Double jump. Incorrect. Shell for the steal.
So the rope goes around twice. And
You jump up in the air.
You jump once.
You jump once, the rope goes twice. Correct.
And it's not a double jump.
Like,
how about a loop-de-loo?
a loop-de-loo is a little bit more incorrect. The correct answer, it's called a double under. A double
I was
under.
going to say double jump, so I
Double
got to
jump.
be creative.
All right, Shell, your question. Double Dare, building off the double, was a children's game show that originally ran from 1986 to 1993 on Nickelodeon. Who was the original host of Double Dare?
Love this guy. He has major mental illness problems. His name is Steve Sanders.
Steve Sanders is incorrect. Greg with the steal.
I'm pretty sure this is the guy from Unwrapped. This is Mark Summers.
Yes, that's him. Oh yeah, Mark Summers. That's his name.
Watch out, you
That's
have to.
who I meant.
Yeah, well, I can't accept who you meant.
Who is Steve Sanders?
I don't know. I don't know where
May or may
Steve.
not exist.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's like
great.
George Glass was
Yeah.
Yeah.
was Jan's
Or a
boyfriend.
fictional boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a date tonight with Steve Sanders. That's good. You got vacation mind. It's hard to think of those things.
I knew who he was. He does have mental illness.
You were right.
Like OCD or something. Like
Yeah,
major.
OCD.
Yeah.
All right, Greg, your second question of the round. Mark Summers hosted stage versions of The Price is Right and credits Bob Barker in The Price is Right for helping him pursue a game show career. Plus or minus 1 year, what year did Bob Barker retire from The Price is Right?
Okay. So I think this was right around when I graduated from high school. Because I think if I stayed home from school, I graduated in 2007.
High school?
Yeah. I'll say 2008.
2008? The correct answer is 2007. You're within the 1 year. It was the year you graduated.
Apparently, yeah.
Wow, you're young.
I guess.
I'm like, wait, what?
The old lady. All right, Shelly, your question. Building off of the purse in Pursue, the largest purse in boxing history was a fight that happened in 2015 between two boxers. Name one of the two boxers who fought in this fight.
Okay, so I'm guessing purse means prize because I didn't know that. Just use some context clues there. And I think I remember hearing this on the news because people were really ticked off that they paid so much money and the fight lasted like 10 seconds or something. I don't remember who the fighters were, but I want to say someone named Merriweather. That's my answer.
So close. I can't accept it. I gotta go to Greg.
Mayweather.
Mayweather.
Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me.
That is as bad as the marathon question.
Merriweather and Mayweather are two different
Okay,
names.
what other boxer
So is
named
26
Merriweather?
and 26.2.
Is there another boxer named Merriweather? If so, then we could have a discussion, but there's probably not.
All right,
Whatever.
I'll tell you what, Shel. I'm gonna put that point in the bank. We'll revisit it at the end of the round. I'm gonna put a little asterisk next to your name.
All right.
I'm gonna give Greg the point. This is Greg's question. Building off the box in boxing, which man's eyes have been kept in a safe deposit box in New York City since 1955?
What?
Which man? We're
I know
building off
that-
a box.
I know they've got Einstein's brain. Let's just say Einstein.
Einstein is correct. His
Really?
eyes are in a safety deposit box in New York City.
Okay. I forget where his brain is, but I know it's still around somewhere.
All right, Shel, we're building off of eyes using the word view. A view to a kill was the number one. Let me start that one over. Shel, we're building off of eyes with the word view because that's what eyes do. They see things, right? A View to a Kill was the only song to reach number one in the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 for which movie franchise?
Well, I'm leaning right now towards James Bond because I don't know any other movie franchises that have goofy titles like that. A View to Kill. It sounds like James Bond. I'm gonna say James Bond.
James Bond is correct. Shel on the board. Greg, your question.
Yay.
Yay. Oh, you have 1 point plus an asterisk.
Great.
Right.
We will revisit that.
The fans are going to be up in arms this week. So, Greg, your question. building off of franchise, with just 104,000 inhabitants, what is the smallest city in the USA with an NFL franchise?
Okay. Go through. Oh, I went to school in Appleton, Wisconsin. So this is Green Bay.
Green Bay. It's uncanny, this series of events that have happened in your life with these final round questions.
Yeah. No, my alma mater, Lawrence University, Appleton is where the road teams stay when they play the Packers.
Oh, really?
So like one time I just like ran into Lovie Smith just walking around campus to kill some time.
You're not gonna believe it. My next question is, what is the city where the road teams stay when they play the Green Bay Packers?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just sorry, Shell. But I am building off of the word bay.
Okay.
With Hudson's Bay was incorporated by English Royal Charter in 1670 and was once the largest what in the world?
It was what?
It was the largest something in the world.
No, what? It was incorporated? What did
It's
you
called,
say?
it's Hudson's Bay,
Okay.
possessive, Hudson's Bay, was incorporated by an English royal charter in 1670 and was once the largest what in the world?
Like some type of trade. I'm talking out loud. This is not my answer, okay? Like a trade port or so. Port. I'll say port.
Port is incorrect. It goes to Greg for the steal.
They were like a huge trading company, but like, yeah, I'll say trading company.
Incorrect. They were the largest landowner in the world. Hudson's Bay owned a bunch of land.
Canada, I guess.
Go Canada. Greg, your question. What is the name of the largest constellation, building off the word largest? You look up at night. I'm not even sure where you can see it from. But, what is the name of the largest constellation?
I'll multiple choice this one.
All right. Let's see.
How many questions are left? I'm at 10% battery.
We're almost there.
Okay.
All right. Dun-dun-dun. All right, Greg, I'm going to repeat the question back to you with your four choices. Building off the word largest, what is the name of the largest constellation? Is it Phoenix, Hydra, Scorpius, Ursa Minor?
I think Scorpio's pretty... Hydra?
Hydra is correct. Is correct. Shelley, building off of Hydra with the word dehydrated, with one word, complete the following Acme Corporation invention used by the Coyote in the Roadrunner cartoon. Dehydrated what? He used, on the box it said dehydrated what?
A box.
A box.
The box was used for?
He used the box
Like he
with.
carried it around with him?
He carried a dehydrated box.
Like gunpowder.
A dehydrated gunpowder. That seems really dangerous. And to Greg for the steal.
I used to love these. It's dehydrated boulders.
Boulders. You still have a collection.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they also use portable what? Do you know what the portable one is?
No, I know there's a do-it-yourself tornado.
They had portable holes Portable holes. That was the other one.
I like that.
I just read somebody painted a tunnel on the side of a building, like a Roadrunner style tunnel, and somebody drove into it. It's a story that just happened.
So good.
All right, let's see. That was Greg's question. No, that was Shelley's question. Greg's question's coming up. Yeah, Greg had the steal on that one. Greg, the Boulder Dam was the name of this dam from 1933 until April 30th, 1947. What was the name of this dam?
Hoover Dam?
Hoover Dam, correct. I got a fun fact about the Hoover Dam. The first and the last person to die while building the Hoover Dam died on the same day, and they were father and son.
Yeah.
Oh, how fun was that?
Horrible.
Find a different job. After it kills
Did you
your
ever
dad,
watch
find a
videos
different
on
job.
that? What they did was so dangerous. How they had to do all that like manually.
It was ridiculous.
I think it was like that was the only job you could get back then.
That was it. You want some money? You're gonna build a dam.
The mom had to send her husband and her kid to work.
Yeah, double whammy. All right, to Shelley. Your question. With 28 floors, we're building off of building here. With 28 floors, the Royal York Hotel was the tallest building in the British Empire in 1929. In which city is it still located?
You said in Britain?
It was the tallest building in the British Empire.
Oh, British Empire.
In 1929. Anywhere the British Empire went in 1929, they had a building with 28 floors. It was the tallest.
I'll guess London.
London. Incorrect. Greg with the steal.
Hong Kong.
Incorrect. It is Toronto. Toronto. Our friends of the North. And Greg, your question. Adam does not like Toronto. Let it be known.
I can't say what I want to say about
this
Toronto.
This is a family podcast. Kiss it, yes.
Basically.
And Greg, your question. Toronto is a North American city with a population of 5.5 million. What was Toronto once called?
Well, London, Ontario is near it but different. I'm going through all the possible, like, knew this, knew that. It's probably a fort, but I don't know, and I don't have a multiple choice, so I will say New London.
New London. I think you go with Fort Ronto. There we go. Incorrect, Shelley, for the steal.
I've only been there once. And the only thing I remember about it is they had this underground city, so I'm going to say it's known as the Underground City.
Underground City. May also be known as the Town of York. The Town of York. And the final question to Shelley. Which New York City department are nicknamed New York's Strongest?
Well, the finest, I think, are the police department. So, what was it? The strongest?
New York's Strongest.
I gotta say the fire department because they're strong, and they always have those calendars with their shirts off. The men.
That's a good way to piece it together, but that is incorrect. Greg.
I think the fire department is New York's bravest. This is like the trash guys, like the Department of Sanitation.
Department of Sanitation. Department of Sanitation is correct. That'll give
That's
Greg.
a joke.
I'm gonna go back and award Shelley that point.
When it doesn't count.
Well, we had the judges came back with a ruling,
My
and
hands are clean.
they're gonna give you the point for Merriweather, and I will take a beating on Facebook and Twitter. For all the people who are very specific and think names and words and letters have importance.
If I would have asked for a multiple choice, I would have got it right, and I did not ask for it. I did not use my multiple choice all round.
That point matters as much as a vote for Donald Trump.
There you go. No politics.
No
Well, here we
offense.
are. We're at the end. Greg with the three-peat, the three-time champion, 3 in a row. Tonight, I want to thank all of our players. We had Matt, Greg, Jeremy, Amanda, Colt, Adam, Shelly, and Emmy. Through it all, Emmy was my mother. Still is my mother. Through it all, in the final, we had Greg versus Shelly, and Greg walked away victorious with his 3rd win in a row. Only a few people have made it to the three-time club.
Who won?
What's that?
Sorry.
So here we are. We have we actually ended up with 1, 2. I have 3 tiebreaker questions left. If you want to do them real quick.
I gotta go.
All right, bye, boss. Thanks for
Bye,
playing.
Shelley.
Yeah.
The streak continues. Shelly's been on every show ever. I think that was maybe her 3rd final appearance. So here we are. We just have Adam and Greg. You can battle it out on these tiebreaker questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
I got one more addition one that you guys did not like in the first round. We're gonna add again to the nearest penny.
Oh God.
Here we go. You gotta get close. Add the average cost of a gallon of gas in 1971 to the average price of a movie theater ticket in 1971.
$6.52.
$6.52 from Adam. Greg, what do you got?
No, gas would have been like a quarter or something like that. So I'll say like $1.
All right, $1, Bob.
$1, Bob.
So
What
we
was
have
the year?
1971.
Oh, damn it. Because the oil embargo didn't happen.
That didn't happen yet. So we're at 40 cents for a gallon of gas. A movie ticket was $1.65. Highway robbery, we were at $2.05. That'll put Greg the closest. And then I have another Monaco question. Hey, why not? Monaco's coastline is known for its glitzy casinos, yacht-lined harbor, and prestigious Grand Prix motor race, which runs through the streets of Monaco once a year. How many miles of coastline does Monaco? Hey, for a guy from Pittsburgh, that's a hard word to say. Monaco.
Ian's go down Monaco down there.
Down there, Monaco. How many miles of coastline does Monaco have? Monaco.
Yeah, not to be confused with the quarter mile of Monaco.
Monaco. We'll go with Greg first this time. We're looking for miles of coastline in this micro state.
I'll say 5.
5 miles of coastline. Adam for the steal.
20.
20. The correct answer, 2.5 miles.
It's teensy, I know.
It's a tiny, tiny island. It's smaller than New Kensington.
For the record, pretty sure it's not an island.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
it's
it.
a
Did I
patch.
say it was an island?
Okay.
I never said it was an island.
Okay, just
'Cause
making sure.
there's Monaco,
It's attached to France, is what I
and
said.
there's Andorra,
okay.
which is also really small.
Because the initial question was independent microstate on France's Mediterranean coastline.
Okay.
I thought I clarified that in the
You
Maybe you
did.
did. I don't know.
yeah.
I just
mean,
remember hearing that being like, what? Where?
What? Greenland's a country?
Although that one we did, like, some of my friends are not so sure on that one.
Greenland's not a country.
It's not. I looked it up. It is not a country.
It's like sort
It's
of
so
independent.
It's so close to being a
Like,
country.
It's
it might
not
be
a
like
country.
a Scotland situation where it is a country, but it's also very much not.
Yeah, I think you were the closest when last week when you said it's a Puerto Rico situation, which I thought would be a good name for the title of the show. You think it's more of a Puerto Rico situation? Yeah,
The Puerto
I
Rico
saw that you put up
situation.
always bet on fish.
yeah, that was great. That was my favorite. Always bet on fish. I mean, you swept that round. All right, last tiebreaker question of the night.
Put that on the resume.
Always bet on fish. Episode 16, Stuff I Never Knew, available on iTunes for free download. According to Google Maps, what is the shortest distance to travel by car within the lower 48 states? And I have a hint for you. The route is from Jacksonville Beach to San Diego, California.
Oh, to like hit all of them?
No, it's the shortest route you can take using Google Maps. So going
So
from
from Jacksonville to San Diego.
yeah, from coast to coast, from the Jacksonville beach. You could even go from San Diego to Jacksonville, or for Jacksonville to San Diego. Your choice. If you're an East Coast or a West Coast guy.
Is it mile? Like how many miles?
How many miles? Yeah. I also accept feet if you want to do the.
Or furlongs.
Yeah. How many furlongs is it? I'm glad somebody's paying attention to the show. There we go. All right, we'll start. This is Adam's first time this one.
Wait, let Greg go first. I'm watching the last 5 seconds of hockey.
He said it was over.
It's not over.
I'm glad
over.
I'm glad you have priorities.
It's a playoff race. This is high priority. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let's go. 1621.
1621. And Greg, your answer.
I'll say 3,000.
3,000. I'm going to do some calculations on this one.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Soup.
The correct answer is 2,362.
Holy crap, that's really close.
Which will put Greg at 638 miles. And Adam is at, it looks like 741 miles. So that's very close. Very close. That Greg got the question right on that one.
I'm just glad I didn't have to go to that final round. I knew none of that.
No. Yeah. So I tried to. So I'm gonna thank everybody for watching tonight. I'm gonna stop the broadcast and I'll bump over to the other side.